Hello,
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 hello.
hello.
Let me
Let me
turn
turn
on
on
the
my own
music.
music.
Hello.
Hello.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Did you
Did you
close your
close your
log
log
from
from
yesterday's
yesterday's
live
live
stream?
stream?
Yes, I
Yes, I
did.
did.
Thank God. So, it's a fresh account. Think you doubled audio? I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
how
I.
I.
Should be fixed now. Is my mic fixed now, guys? I switched to Streamlabs. Um, why is my AirPods not working? Okay, so I changed my setup. Um, I had to switch to Streamlab. It was a bit tricky for me, to be honest, but I spent half of the night. I think we haven't managed now. Okay, my AirPods are MIA. Let's switch to my headset, I guess. 32 people here already. Hello, welcome, welcome. AirPod Max connected. Guess it's the Bluetooth of my. Maybe the Bluetooth of my phone. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. What are we looking at the chart? I see that the profit screen has managed to. There we go. This looks good. Finally. Airport Max is connected. Okay. Doesn't sound like it's connected, buddy. Always nice to start with some technical difficulties. How has everyone been? How's the trading going? Yo. Yo, yo, yo. This is probably going to be the last day before Christmas where I'm streaming. Um, the rest of it, I'm going to spend time with the family. No, I'm not holding my positions from yesterday. I closed both of the longs, so and today the PA was that bad that I figured it would be more fun to do a 1K challenge instead of trying to chase on the challenge account. One of the most important things within trading, in my opinion, as well, is knowing when to be in and knowing when to be out of the market. I wanted to give you guys some content. I wanted to be here today, but it's not gonna be with big size or big ports. Well, because of the simple fact, look at the current movement. Look at where we are right now. If you look at Bitcoin, it keeps continuously moving down. Very continuously without having any real upside. It's just very much stuck in the range. Even though this 4 hour is starting to look quite decent again. Um, but don't get our hopes up. We're 25 minutes out of New York opening. Let's see if now finally my systems can connect and I can listen to some music. Okay, the answer I guess is still no. I even reset my phone. How is this possible? Crazy. There we go. Finally. But the presents for the family, that's always good to spend some money on family instead of on trading. We're already with 58 viewers. Is this long position in the 1K account or the first account? It's a 1K account. It's a $58 margin position. So I think I might wait a bit for New York opening. Or we should say we're already feeling a bit freaky. New setup is much better. Thank you so much. Let's go. Yeah. So already 58 viewers in here. Let's tell the Discord we're here. We will do the same as yesterday. We will give away the profits. Let's see where we end today. Yesterday we managed to get a bit of a profit. I think we were up 300 to 350. Let's see if we can beat it today. I also added a live viewing counter. I think that's pretty fun. So I don't have to look at my screen that much. Freaky, yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. So while we're waiting at New York Open, what is everyone going to do for Christmas? Any special plans? Has Shanto done giveaway for the 4 times 250? No, that one is still running in the Discord. And Killa yesterday triggered the giveaway bot for us because that made it fairer and easier. So as of yet, we're waiting for it. I think it will end in a couple of hours. Your audio is broken. Is my audio fixed now? Have fun. Thank you. Hi, Shanto. How are you? I'm good. I am Cyrus. So, the market is in a very weird spot today. Why? We're still in the same range. And I noticed something, especially on the 5-minute time frame. I also called it out in the Discord. Every day, 1 hour before New York Open, so that in my time is 13:30. Look at this candle. Look at yesterday. So we go back to Tuesday, 14:30 or 13:30. My apologies. 13:30. Another aggressive downplay. See, another aggressive play. And what did we do Monday? It's going to surprise you all. Another aggressive play. So this week, every time we were approaching the opening of New York, we've seen an aggressive downplay. Merry Christmas, bro. See you next year. Yes. See you January 2nd. Shanto, I know you from Discord and I know you from 7 years. That's very nice. Will Santa Claus give Bitcoin strength? Doubtful. But I'm feeling lucky with the longs, guys. I think we should just go in. Why? One, we're still at the entry of the trade I have been looking at for the last week almost. Hey, buddy. How's things? Good. How are you? Let's make go 90K. Yeah, hopefully we do. So we're still at the entry, and it's the first time within these 3 days that we actually managed to recover this dump prior to New York Open. Santa Rally will come. I had a dream. If that's true, then we're gonna make an agreement that you have to tell me every time you have a dream like that. So be prepared. If we actually rally, I'm having dibs on your dreams. Okay, let's see what potentially, if we add 90K as a take profit, I know it's a bit of hopium, we would make $1,400. Sounds decent, right? That's a good amount to give away. But learn what Santa Rally is first. Yeah. I think Bitcoin is doing the inverted sled. Did you make the Christmas tree? No, I didn't. I'm going to my parents this evening and have dinner there. They do have a Christmas tree and decoration, so I'll just abuse them as my own. I do really hope that we get some more volatility today as yesterday. Yesterday it has been straight dumping, but still not a lot of volatility. Maybe this year Santa's out and we get Satan pumped to hell. I think we've had the Satan pump for a bit. When is the stream? After today? One, it depends partially on the movement. I'm not gonna sit here and yap for 3 hours when there's absolutely nothing happening. We will have some videos out in the meantime, and hopefully you guys will like, subscribe, and heaps of people will show up extra to the channel. Same as Instagram, I think we had the first small viral victory yesterday with over 15,000 views and counting, and more than 200 followers joined us. So if people come from there, thank you very much for the continued support, even though we're only 10 days down the road. So no, for me to stream, it needs to have some added value. Today the markets are still open, I think. 24th, should be. It's a bank holiday. Unemployment claims. Are already out from 2:30. So that didn't do much. What is Azal? Liquidation is the Azal for this one. So, yeah, further than that, there's not much to update on. This markets are being stagnant. The only thing that I noticed, and which is insanely noticeable as well, look at how all the shorts are surviving here. And all the liquidity sitting there. There's so much more liquidity to the upside than there is to the downside. And right now, the market in 4 hours and in 12 hours is being pretty calm. Hey, Gerard, how are you? Shanta is a secret center for scalbacks. I hope to be. At least I'm trying to be. We're up 28 bucks, so we're having a little slight pump prior to New York. What I'm most interested in to see as well is if the CVD is finally changing. The CVD on the 4 hour, especially spot, remains a sell-off. Spot is absolutely selling. And as I called out in stream yesterday as well, it's weird. Why is it weird? Because spot is normally not the reason to determine a certain direction. And it looks like Purpose is trying to push it higher. And Purpose is trying to actually keep it up. While spot is dominating the sell pressure. And in a futures dominated market, that's pretty interesting. If I look at this pattern on the right side of the chart, I'm starting to worry yet again, to be honest, of an event similar to this here. Because we nicely taken the staircase up again. And until now, everything has been met with an elevator movement down. So let's wait. We're 18 minutes out. Are there any questions? I have to pee. Don't crash the market. I will try it. Modding live and send it. Yeah, if I could, I honestly would. But it still needs a bit more liquidity than I can provide currently. Or we should, with all of us, buy wall. And order spoof the upside. What is the indicator of the right side of your screen? It's aggregated trade. So it's a free-to-use website that you can customize and can set up for yourself. I'll post a link in chat. And this is my own template that is now free for everybody, available within the Discord. It's also aggregated trade, but with spot and futures CVD. The delta between spot and futures and the actual buy and sell volume of these exchanges as well. It's a free to download template. As said, everything in Scalping is free. The only thing that we would like or request is that you use our trading links as much as possible to pay the individuals that co-create this together with me and make everything possible in the format it is now. Transaction is 300 selling. Yeah. Checking the Discord in the meantime. I think everyone is going out for the Christmas holidays. I think it's. I was trying to find that, but could not find it. Can you tag it if possible? It's in my corner. I'm not gonna tag it right now. Yeah, the template is definitely in my channel. I uploaded it, I think, last week, Thursday or Friday. 80 viewers, guys. We should. I'm feeling lucky today. I'm feeling really lucky. Oh, I can even see that Kalen Alien has subscribed. So I even have a mini feed where I can. Oh, I can see subscribers and I can see different stuff now. I switched to Streamlabs from OBS. I spent half of my night setting it up. Yeah, very happy. Trade is up $33. Way below the cost of opening it, so nothing really interesting. Hit like, guys. Yes, it's always a good comment. So do we have any other questions? 92 viewers. I think we're gonna break the 100 viewer resistance easily again today. 50 minutes for opening, 50 minutes before the fireworks. Staircase up, elevator down. That's yeah, might be a good assumption. What's your target SL for this running trade? If it dips heavily below the previous low of 78k, I will look into closing this. The liquidation is 85.6. I prefer to have another try with this port without having to liquidate it. So I think around 78k would be a good point to reevaluate my life choices and look for a re-entry. Santa Deers are pushing the price higher. Well, they're not doing a very successful job at it, I would say. How are they trying? You use leverage? Yes, this current trade is at leverage 50 to keep it entertaining. You remember when I said it looked like an elevator down, right? This is a perfect example of, and we discussed it yesterday, so this is the difference now. This is a $50 candle on the 5 seconds. The exact difference between the bulls and the bears. The bears are in absolute full control. Goddamn 50x, yes. Pushing into liquidity and push higher. Well, as of now, not really. How to read irrigated trade. This one is more of a gimmick and something I like. I can see the volume coming in, and why is this important? The volume will not always tell the truth, or the candlesticks don't always necessarily tell the truth. You can have candles with very negative volume, or even positive volume as this one, and still turn red. You can interpret it in different ways, but it shows more market sentiment and more in-depth analysis of the candlesticks that we're seeing. The deeper you go, the better you get to the truth of that moment. So every time frame, if you're swing trading, 4 hours is more than useful. If you're day trading, the 4 hours, the 8 hours, the 12 hours, the daily might be very interesting. If you're a scalper, I think you should be on a longer time frame as well. My take profit would be 90k here. So for me, reading the volume, seeing the actual influx of orders, and next to it, seeing where the CVD is heading, where the volume is heading. As you can see, this again is a huge Binance spot sell. So it's spot driving. It's not perps. Spot is way higher here in buying and in selling than it is with perpetuals. Even though spot is now higher positioned on the CVD, but on the 4 hour, spot is massively selling for the last days or even weeks. Since 14 December, spot is actively trailing down within the same structure. So these are all handy, nice little tools and informations you can just get from aggregated trade that you would normally not get from TradingView. Not in this extent and not with this ease. We got Shanta, you're at 699 subs. Brad, thank you for subscribing as well. So our viewer count has hit resistance at 88 viewers, I think. I see New York manipulation at open after 30 minutes. Yeah, I think everyone is able to see that because it's something we have been doing for the last months. So we have a pivot point 30 minutes in, which makes it 16 o'clock my time. And we will see a clear structural manipulation at the opening as well. I'm ready for it. Let's see what happens. There's not much we can do now except wait. Yet again, another 5-minute candle that is getting halfway retraced. Has shown a bit of its hand already, and it looks like a shorting market. So I might flip bearish as well. Depending on how this opening is going to play out. If New York opens up flip direction, depends on where it goes to. The thing is, there's no template for, oh, if it goes up, then we do this. If it goes down, then we do that. There's no fixed template. It all depends on, one, the strength, secondly, the structure, and the levels it's approaching and it's breaking. Sint Pamber, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I think you are our 700 subscriber. And we're at 100 viewers. Oh, I see I made the viewer count a bit too small. Didn't expect that I would be saying that. Fixed it, so 100 viewers will fit. If we get to 1,000 viewers, I will re-evaluate the position and the size of the counter. Yes, but I think people already recognize the New York pattern for the Y closure. I think a green candle. I would definitely expect a candle up. Liquidity, volume, etc. Only Binance, CB, and I'm mostly buying. Yeah, and Coinbase, Michael. If New York opens up, flip direction. I don't know. I wasn't reading the names. Santa Rally. Yeah, Santa and his sleigh are... I've seen a meme today as well. He's taking the wrong direction. So I'm not convinced yet. It's another indecisive 4-hour candle. This was a nasty rejection. Not gonna lie, this was a very, very nasty rejection. See that Bitcoin is doing its thing yet again? Guys, honestly, this range is... It's backbreakingly annoying. It takes a lot of patience to trade this. Yeah, it should go at least up to a 93-ish. Yeah, there are a couple of issues I see. One is the fact that James Wynn actively went long. So our counter trading meme is now on the same side as where I would position myself as well. That's not good. Why even trade this Ponzi vapor as so weak? Trade a true bullish asset. Raged Yeti. Funny name, by the way. Because now it's entertainment. I deliberately chose to only trade a 1K portfolio. And check what we can do with it today. And if we even can do something. Because until now, every stream we did, and I think we're 8 or 9 deep, has only been profitable. Which is very nice. We can see pump, dump, then pump. Nasdaq looks strong, but overextended to the upside. Yes, but it appears that overextension of traditional assets do not matter anymore. Got a limit long set at 82.5 BTC just because hits the trend line. Might be a decent limit. It's a bit low. It feels like the algorithms are trapping BTC between 90 and 85-ish. But if you look at the mean of the area we've actually been transacted in, this is not a big range. Well, we've been since Monday the 15th. So since the 15th, we have been transacting in a 5% range with only 3 real moments of extension. If I look at the mean of the range, it's more like maximum a 5% range. Yeah, it's a mental challenge. But it looks like the bottoms are forming more than the tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breaks underneath the mean, while it still feels a bit bottom heavy instead of top heavy. But we will see what New York is going to bring. The thing is, Bitcoin can easily shift out. Let me help you guys out and go short. My favorite counter trade. No, the thing is, it can very easily change fairly quickly. All it takes is 1 or 2 good candles to finally push out of the resistance and out of this barrier. Yeah, I'm having my lunch in the meantime. Looking at the current price action, I could honestly not tell you where it's want to go. All I can say, take out 80k before 27 and I'm selling my house, not financial advice. Can you explain the volume indicator? Yeah, sure. I have to make a tutorial on this. What the volume indicator shows is high volume nodes with transactional bullish and bearish volume. So you have bullishness and you have bearishness. All it means is that the more or the higher the peak, the higher the transactional volume within that area is. That means that price is most likely to skip in between. Why? Because there's no one to fulfill the order. Price needs fulfillment. So that means if I'm asking to buy 5 Bitcoin, someone has to sell 5 Bitcoin. The lower the node, the less transactional volume. So the smaller the peak, the less money. That means that price will skip through these because it cannot fulfill high volume there. That means it's ranging in between these high volumes. Oh, Bitcoin is dumping again. So price will most likely, if it pumps, go from here to here, as you have seen here, but it hasn't even been able to break the 87.2k region. If it breaks 87.2, it's most likely going almost directly to 90, from 90 to 90.9 to 91. On the bottom, there's only a 86k left. If we skip it, it's 84.4, and then I have no clue where the bottom is, but it's not gonna be pretty. Yet again, quite a semi-aggressive sell-off prior to New York opening. What's with the day of the tentacle color scheme? I like pretty colors. I'm short. Well, that's the problem. I think everyone is short right now. What a dump yet again. My God. That's another $250, $300 move prior to New York even opening. I would say buckle up and prepare for New York Open. Continuous volume down on the CVD. Should I go 500x full margin long? Definitely not. Should pump during New York, sell before New York, and pump during New York. Potentially yes. But everything that used to make sense in the past has absolutely left the room. Okay, 1 minute till opening. Last day of potential New York firework. 45 seconds. And it looks like they're already having fun. For a bit of a clear visibility. $20 seconds. Institutional money. What's the name of the volume indicator? Guys, we have to start writing this down. Motor distribution volume profile by Zierman. 10 seconds for New York. And fully stagnant. This is quiet before the storm. And we're open. Let the games begin. Everyone be safe, hide. Yes, that's the indicator indeed, Michael. I might jinx it, but this is the tamest opening I've seen in a year. Is this even on? Alright, left my screen again. There's no volume in these candles. Liquidity grab if it pumps. Isn't every pump a dumb liquidity grab? Normally I would do an analysis and make this live stream also a lot more entertaining, but honestly there's nothing to analyze. We might have to start looking at shit coins and coins that actually pump and are actually moving and try to get some action out of this, because New York or Bitcoin clearly isn't working the last week. Yeah, Tino style, but as of yesterday as well, the truth of the session, oh well, unexpected, a dump. So if we dump prior to New York and we have a small relief, we dump. If we dump prior to New York and we keep on dumping, we dump. And if for some odd reason we don't dump, we will still dump. That's basically the Bitcoin analysis of the last 10 days. New York is back as its best. Yeah. New York is doing exactly what New York does, and that is dump. Starting to feel like Sato. There's so much untapped liquidity. It's crazy. It's really crazy the amount of untapped liquidity to the upside. Has New York even opened? Yes. Don't worry. Failed to take London high again. Yes. Listen, it failed to even do anything. But look at these candles. This is 0.5% dump yet again to almost on the dollar equal highs. then you would say it makes a lower low, so, or a higher low. Theoretically, from a TA perspective, that should be bullish. Geronimo, yeah. Bitcoin has bottomless margaritas for lunch. My God. Thing is, it's... No way, bro. You can never be Sato. But look at these candles. What are we even looking at? It's a 0.4% dump straight from opening. Straight. Nothing to see here. It's absolutely ridiculous. Day in, day out, it's the same shit. So if anyone is still in stock or in spot, sell it and run. With this much sell volume, it's weird that it's not going up because of all the liquidity, but it's also weird that it's not going lower because of the pressure. Look at this 5 second. These two green candles are liquidation and impulse candles. They happen at the closure of the previous candle. So at the full closure of the previous 5 minutes. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Straight red candles. So since New York has opened, we dumped 0.5% straight. No news, nothing happening, no liquidity down there, no longs have bailed. Yet we're still fucking going for it. Oh, it has left my screen. I have to zoom out. Yeah, I have to close, otherwise I liquidate. Alright, shall we up the leverage? So, as of now, it's a straight 0.7%. Absolutely straight that down. Lower to take out 88.6. Yeah, bro, I think it wants to take out 6K, man. BTC and Xmas drink about to be taken advantage of by 30 market makers. Guys, this is... Yeah. Nothing is stopping it. Look at this 4-hour candle, man. There's no liquidity, but doesn't seem to really... Yeah, I have to close this again, otherwise I'm just gonna get absolutely murdered. I think it's gonna leave this liquidity and it's gonna... I think Bitcoin is gonna go straight. Welcome to another day of trading Bitcoin. Holy Jesus. Now, guys, this is totally normal behavior. There's nothing to worry about. It's just a casual 1 minute, 1% dump from New York Open. And if you zoom out, you can still try to fit everything back into your screen. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Completely uncalled for, completely unreasonable. I don't even know what to say. It's absolutely hilarious, but it's yeah. We have no news. We have nothing going on. There's no underlying reason whatsoever. And we just straight up humiliated. I think I'm gonna long on some out accounts as well. I opened a 10 Bitcoin position on my other account. It is a tad crazy, not gonna lie. Okay, so that one is up. I don't know if you guys can I share that? I have to be fast. Getting out, I guess. Hope you guys can see my trade window. Oh yeah, you can see. So it's up $1,300 now on my other account. Let's monitor this for a bit. At least we have some action now. And I managed to get a bit of size in the market. Because this looked like a decent spot to at least have a bit of a pump. How's the MACD doing? 190 up. This one is at 1500. This one now is that my priority. 1800. Think I'm gonna close this one. So I'm gonna bank 1300 right here. Yeah, 1400, 13, and the previous trade was a 4200 win as well. This is what is the account? A 23k account. It's a bit of a. It's my pet. I could have made more, but who knows? You know. Part of the game, yeah, it's definitely part of the game. Bro, can you update on Sui? I will check that in a bit, depending on what Bitcoin does. Sol update will also check in a bit. First, I'm focused on surviving this trade. So, we at least see me make $1,300 today, which is nice. Now I'm trying to. It's dangerous, but fuck it. I need the margin. I need the sizing. What I just did, I DCA'd back in some of the profit margin in order to run it up, hopefully higher. I do this because it's a 1K account, and I'm fighting from minus 600 back to 1K, hopefully. So as of now, I brought the equity back to 700. Still good volume. $115 viewers. I think we're hitting resistance, guys. How does everyone like the new layout? It cost me a lot of work yesterday and this morning. Hopefully the stream is clear now. It's better for the viewing experience. Yeah, let me know. Oh god, it's reversing against me. Looks fresh. Thank you. I like it. Thanks. I like it too. New layout looking good. That's the feedback we need. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We have some fade in Bitcoin. Might be. I have myself a new setup early Xmas gift. Oh, what did you get, buddy? You could make the P&L a bit smaller and the camera a bit bigger. I can't because of the 16:9 ratio. I tried my absolute best with it. But I ended up being too incapable for it. And I like the dynamic. I had to switch to Streamlabs as well. Wait, yeah. Foot count pumping back, yes. It's back in the range. So nothing spectacular happened. And we managed to scrape the bottom on 2 accounts. So as of today, as you can see, I'm up here. You can see the log, right? Yes, you must be able to see it. I'm up $1,400 on this one, which is always nice. At least my potential liquidation on Maxi will be paid with it. This is such an important candle. I don't want to see it retracing. So if it retraces now, my apologies for completely jinxing it. Rolly Ray, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's nice that I can now see the new subscribers in Streamlabs as well. Is any news or data coming out today? No, absolutely nothing. We're 1 day prior to Christmas. So the markets are mostly tame. As said, what are the chances we gamble on low cap coins? Today, with this price action of Bitcoin, 99.9%, because I'm getting absolutely fed up with it. We have one good green candle, and the first thing we do is retrace it as soon as it opens. It doesn't even have a wick up. That's how pathetic the current price action is. There's no wick to the top side. So if it doesn't reverse this, it's game over yet again. It's mental. Completely mental. Still pushing green volume, showing red. So that's where we're at now. Good green volume, not even bad, it's good green volume. Let's go, I'm down. Yeah, me too. If this continues, I'm going 200x, 500 margin trade shitcoins. It feels like I'm already trading one of the shitcoins right now. Because this makes absolutely no sense at all. All in Pippin. Yeah, but it's getting to the point where it's becoming annoying, you know? And that's what I don't like. It's so artificially manipulated. It's normal that Bitcoin gets manipulated. It's normal that the market gets manipulated. But there's a certain extent to it there where we should normally accept manipulation. And this is just way, way above and beyond what it should be in terms of manipulation. Because straight up, 1 hour wrecking 38 million in longs again. In 1 hour. Boom, on opening. With no shorts, 75 1-to-4 ratio, 1-to-6 ratio. Okay. My friend Michael is sending me a coin that might potentially work. Okay. We might check that out. If Bitcoin indeed doesn't continue anything that remotely looks like a push up, as soon as I mention the word green, it dumps. Guys, we liquidated so much down here. And that's what I'm not understanding. This has no bearing on no value, but $38 million in longs is already wrecked again in the last hour. So that means in the 4 hour, it did over 90% of the total 4 hour volume as well. And yet this is the bounce that we're seeing from it. It means longs stopped piling in. Longs gave up. They're not there anymore. New York tried to wipe out London. Shanto, you're the best. Thank you very much, Loco. I think we're challenging, or we're having a bit of a challenge with the 100 viewing and resistance ourselves today. But that's fine. I want to say it looks like it might actually recover this part, but it can't. Last days have been sounding too salty as well. I'm objectively looking at the market, and what I can say is that in order to make sense, I need to see good volume in longs indeed, but also a more healthy retrace / recovery. We're breaking the range lows, and that during low volume events without longs getting actually the chance to pile in would make sense, but not at. Oh, okay. Hello. Bit more, please. Come on, we need to feed the family here, huh? Oh, immediate rejection. That's the difference between, look, going down, it's 1, 2 candles, strong volume, 1, 2 candles, strong volume, 1, 2 candles, strong volume, 1, 2 candles, strong volume. Here, it's already looking different and like it's met with a lot more resistance instead of continuation. 5 minute 200 MA and EMA. Yeah, but listen, guys, if Bitcoin during the New York Open with volume in a push cannot go through the 5 minute EMAs, it might as well go to 4K just for while we're at it, you know? That would make absolutely zero sense. That is the rejection. Oh, look, a green candle. Wonder what happens next. Really? We're still trying to figure out what happens next. I can fill in the blanks for you if you need to. Look at where Spot still is. Spot hasn't moved. Spot is still at the lows. There's no spot volume coming in. No spot buying, nothing. Absolutely crazy, right? So this is completely perpetual driven. I've very rarely seen this. You can have a futures rally, but you cannot a spot dump. I honestly cannot recall the last time I've seen that, if ever. The move down or up is perp driven. Up. Look, here's the CVD. So it's the actual volume. It's perpetual pushing it up, and you can also see that it's going up. But spot dumped during the move that futures is moving up. I'm gonna go do my blind long gold strat again today. I bet, man. I bet. I do this for the entertainment value. Otherwise, think I need to buy 10 kg of gold and just come back whenever everything is acting like normal again. Look at how much... Oh, it's gonna be... This candle is gonna turn red. And if this one turns red, I can tell you what's gonna happen next. We're going to the absolute... Hell isn't even cutting it. I don't know what's beyond hell. Because until now, every time we've seen a red candle at the top, in the last days, this one... Oh. This one, if we see a red candle at the top, it means we're not going to end in a pretty spot. Why? Because afterwards they always shifted out to the downside. 3% move. Another 2.5% move. So if we actually reverse this 5-minute candle, and we're gonna move, yeah, then we're done and dusted. It will mark the high, in my opinion. That's weird. Okay, Michael just sent me a picture that he sees that Spot is actually buying. But how? But someone is lying because I have an aggregated average of exchanges. So someone or something is lying. One thing I know sure, it's not moving up. Me too. CB bin by an OKX. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm having Coinbase by Tunix. Data source could be different. Yeah, it has to be then. Where's the guy that had the big dreams? Yeah, I think it's his dream is turning into a real life nightmare. Because Bitcoin does an amazing job at fucking itself in the head again. You could listen, guys. I'm on a free plan. Maybe I got the cheap fake data. Yeah, maybe. The only thing that Bitcoin currently is doing is killing itself. Oh, we're at 128 viewers. Thanks, everyone. How we can... now 130 people can live see how Bitcoin reverse every single position you throw at it, as long as it's the green button. It's liquidating so much money. It's crazy, actually. I think the market makers are having their 2026 quotum done during the 2025 holidays. We're getting a Grinch Christmas. Yeah. And he's snowboarding down the hill, man. I'm dreaming for 70k first below before rally. Well, the thing is, that's why I've only taken shorts. This market has been working a lot better. I don't know what is a lot better, but I made in the challenge most of the money on the longs, and I'm still up 35x on 1k. It's not that it doesn't work bad, it's just that there's a clear structure happening now. And this trade as well, even though I lost the first two, is at 180 profit, and it can flip pretty fast as long as it holds this level. But it just needs to show some sort of conviction. The thing is, we recovered the bottom of the channel. I'm not very happy with it. I'm not strongly convicted that it's going up, but it's not yet in a really, really bad place. Yeah, just feel safe psychologically. Listen, 100%. I 100% agree that we should focus on finding shorts instead of longs because the trend is your friend, right? The trend 100% is your friend. Okay, 1 minute till fireworks because then the market is open for 30 minutes. 25 seconds, and then we're going to see hopefully a pump. Solana chart looks like a rock. Maybe I should pull up Solana. Right to know everyone is wrong. Welcome to the fifth. Yeah, Solana's not looking pretty. Solana is definitely not looking well. But yet again, the liquidity is not resigning here. And I think that's the biggest issue we're facing right now. I don't know where they're getting the liquidity from, or where they're finding it, or which liquidity they're using. So either it will lose its absolute bottom and get smacked hard. Trend is your friend until it's not. Yeah, 100%. But that's risk management. And even though it doesn't look like it, I know my risk management and I know how to do. Fausti, thank you for the subscription, by the way. And there are not that many subscribers, but apparently I missed it. So my sincere apologies. So we're sitting here, chilling, 300-ish profit. Might reverse any minute, might pump any minute. My guess is DJ 1 minute traders take low and bounce up, repeat, and then shift out. Yeah, but how many of them do you need for these liquidations? I can't even see that much influx in the order book. There's same as don't get me wrong, this is a good bullish 5-second candle. But this is a 3.5 million. That's a good push, but previously it had no volume. You see, it has no volume. New York Open pure manipulation dump. Yes. Listen, every market moves due to manipulation and due to hunting its grid borders, algorithms, its market makers, and the transparency of the blockchain. That is what makes it huntable and manipulatable. But we're taking it to different heights during these low volume periods and low volume sessions. That's good. Reversing that 5 minute or 5 second. That's good. Can we break the high? Can we go for a little tricky here? In the past, you can tell it's manipulated, but you felt like you still stood a chance. This is fucked lately. That actually is a very interesting and very good comment. I do have the same feeling that previously, before the latest algorithm update, you would indeed stand a chance. If you were wrong, you could get 1 or 2 tries or taps where you could still manage a bad entry or a bad position before it would actually reverse. This market feels way more like it's taking no hostages. So the lethalness and the ferocity of the market has definitely increased. I'm 100% feeling that as well. So if you're wrong, and you're done. Same as the structure. If you look at this structure, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Especially with moves like this. You would expect high above an order block, nice outshift. You see one red candle, and that one red candle resulted in, yeah. Because this is the origin of the move, right? Just 5% buy since Monday. Same as this 5-minute candle yet again. You expected that it's going to be a pretty okay-ish candle. Going into volume, going into liquidity, and it tries its best, but they're knocking, but no one's home. And I don't know where that's absolute sell pressure and that power to reverse it with they reverse. Volume of your voice is quite low. Is it better now? Just turn the wheel. Hopefully it's better. Same with this. Is there a giveaway today, buddy? Yes, there is. Even if you would write it without caps. Shanto, do you trade ETH? Not currently. Listen, if I trade, it's 99% Bitcoin or 95% Bitcoin. 1-2% ETH, 1-2% Solana, and 1% shitcoins. Well, there is volume coming in. It's a 7 million buy with another 3-4 million collectively. And look at the candle. It's, yeah. Do you hold anything in spot or are you just trading perps? I sold my whole spot bag at 124k and said, listen, I don't trust this anymore. It can go to 140, it can go higher, but I'm out. I had enough. And as of now, I'm waiting. I still think we haven't bottomed, but I agree with the fact and the idea of that we should see a bounce of some sort because of the liquidity gap we're seeing up. Audio is perfectly fine. Thank you. It's been perfect already. Thank you. And yes, there's a giveaway today. But I would like to make some profit before we do it. And if not, I made 1,300 on my other account on a quick scalp. I'll do, or 1,400. I'll do the 400. Worst case. Where is it coming from? We see an 8 million long influx. We see good volume. This has no volume. This is what 8 million does. This is what 8 million combined does as well. I will win again today. I highly doubt it. Profits are leaving the chat right now. They never really been in the chat. Where you got the right screener with the orders, it's Aggregated Trades. It's a free-to-use platform. I'll send it in chat once more. I forgot to put my pinned comment. Wait, give me a second. That's better. Aggregated is the sound is the sound pirates make. Yes. So, life of a trader before Xmas. You just sit here with your arms crossed. Can't even be bothered to actually pay attention because, yeah. At least my setup now is dynamic. I like the dynamic lines. But that's moving more than Bitcoin currently. Shouldn't say this too loud because Bitcoin will... If Bitcoin starts moving, it's not gonna be upwards. it should be possible to see one break, right? At least one sign of positivity within a completely negative week. Are you not entertained? Yes. Oh, hopefully we hit the ask wall. Yeah. I want to see it at least try, and currently price is not even trying. It's I was thinking about to short the shit out of BDC till mid 26, but hope for a short relief into end of year. I think quite a lot of people think that. I don't even want to see a short relief. Yeah, we have to poke Bitcoin with a stick. It's not even about a short relief. It's actually about some decent tradable PA. I can scalp ranges. I can trade ranges. But right now, there's no... Where would you enter a short right now? Honestly speaking. What would be a level where you think, yeah, I would short it here? It doesn't reach it. It doesn't get there. Why would someone honestly in his right mind short 87.4? Bottom range. Makes no sense. For me, a decent short could start at 88.2. But everything before that is noise. Cannot short at the bottom of the range. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 91, 90.5. What else would you guys short? Honestly, what range would you short right here, right now? Keep in mind that we're still shorting. I did short 87.4 and I got 10 RR. Yeah, but the fact that that gives you a 10 RR short says enough. Getting 10 RR at 87.4. Let me draw that. So that means at best you're taking profit here. So your trade would have looked like this. This would have been your trade. Listen, if you would in a normal market take this trade, don't take this personally, it would be absolutely stupid. That's all it would be, stupid. So the fact that this now in this market works, crazy. True, this PA is crazy. Yeah, it's 100% crazy. As out the London high, yeah. The thing is, and that's a trend I'm seeing and I'm definitely not liking. London is marking the highs. So London sets a high, or London tries its absolute best to retrace some of the dump that New York and Asia provides. And then the next day, all we casually do is dump from there. That's all we do. Look at this 5-minute candle yet again. It's pathetic. They're compressing after compression after compression after compression. The ranges, the net is slowly locking it. And that is crazy. We took liquidity and closed below 87.4. It was a perfect short with 20 invalidation. We dumped more than 1K since. How is that stupid? What I say is, I'm not saying that your trade is stupid. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten frustrated with New York. It's not taking long night. Yes. What I said is the fact that this trade can work without overshooting it. And I get your reasoning behind it because it's one tap, 1.5, 2, 3. It's 3 perfect taps at equal highs. But the fact that there's no overshot on that single tap, that could take your $20, and we're talking about a $20 on an 87K asset, that not gets taken, that's stupid. You can tell me whatever you want, but if you have only a $20 margin or $20 window that it cannot hit, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So GG for actually catching it and the trade itself, but the fact and that setup works, it proves how stupid the market is. It's absolutely ludicrous. Because in every given normal asset, it should be a dead trade before it's even entered. With normal non-compressed volatility. The way the market is moving, should we use PO3 50-minute candles? Or the way the market is handling now, on to the next trade and good job. I never said anything against your trade. All I said is the market's behavior and the fact that the market is allowing these type of setups, it's ludicrous. Completely ludicrous. 100% you expect the highs to be taken in normal condition. I agree. Yes. Or at least try a push. What has New York done since opening again? New York opened at 30. So that's here. So this is, in theory, the high point of New York. It hasn't even reached its own high point again. No, Ishimoku for scalping. No, I don't like it. Gesundheit. So the fact that New York hasn't even been able to go back to its own opening point. I'm not even talking about a New York high. I'm talking about trying to even reach the point where it fucking opened. Quim Mums, thank you for subscribing. And Suelo Almeida, also thank you for the subscription. Fauci, also thank you for the subscription. Guys, subscribing is free and it helps out the channel a lot, same as liking, etc. So please feel free to spam that like button and show us your continued support for this channel. As we watch the European Championship paint dry Bitcoin. There's serious liquidity just below, according to CoinGlass. I don't know where the liquidity came from then. Yeah, it shows 30 million. And 600 million here. There's some liquidity, but 86.1 is interesting. 7 days aggregated, yeah. But still, nothing compared to this, 600 million. And here's 50 million. 137 to 600. These are 600 million notes. 700, 700. But here's also 900 million. 1.3 B. Yeah, there is liquidity building up indeed. Aggregated. The bottom one. Yeah, they can. Oof. 86.1, 1.5 B. But at 88, it's also billions and billions and billions stacked. And Zeg is flying again. Okay. So that's where they're finding the money. And yes, there is some liquidity stacked. I'm not saying there's no liquidity, but there's only a certain amount of time you can pretend that what's Zcash doing? 6% up. Well, it's decent as well. Surprising candle structure. Down again. Is there any place where you can use leverage on commodities, especially electricity and gas? Not that I know of, to be honest. Also, XRM. XRM is something I won't even touch with a 10-foot pole. What do you think about privacy coins? The problem with all of crypto is one, there are too many coins. Everyone made a coin, and I think every minute 3,000 new coins are being released. So one, we should stop with everyone being able to make a coin and have some actual utility if we want to see this market go anywhere anytime soon. About privacy coins, I don't think we're there yet. I think we first need to find simple utilization. Same as NFTs. NFT is great if you potentially think about having a chip in your arm with all your data, etc., etc. But then we still have a lot of issues with getting your arm stolen, etc., etc. So from a utility perspective, there are a lot of potential there, but the market yet isn't there. Web 2 cost 25, 30 years to develop at the point where it is with the 7-lation OZ model, etc. The web itself is not an easy thing. To replace Web 2, gonna take years and years and years. How do they call them? Nicknamed shitcoins, yeah. Move to Dino coins that were still built with a purpose, maybe. Yeah, the thing is, the OG's altcoins actually had some of a purpose. If you look at Chainlink, AVAX, Render, stuff like that, it was actually interesting projects as well. Even Acro, projects like that, I used to love to read about them as well. But now, because where's the volume heading and where does the volume come from? It's shitcoins. Everyone's trying to make bang on hyperliquid. Oh my god. It's just... If you look at the liquidations as well, it's not only the big exchanges anymore. Bybit, Binance, but Hyperliquid, HDX, Gate. That's interesting. Gate is normally not in the top liquidations. Hyperliquid and Gate. Peculiar. Beat is liquidated. Pippin. Yeah, Zcash liquidates as hell. I don't even have to look at my screen. I just know where Bitcoin's heading to. I just, yeah. I suggest that we may have a dump into New York Open. Listen, what do we call this? What are we calling this? A pump? Since New York, we haven't seen any green, huh? We haven't even managed to get above the price point where New York opened. I'm gonna say that one more time slowly. The point where New York opened, we haven't seen it again. T was great when CZ was in jail. Yeah, that was a lot better. Yeah, that's a pump these days. It's a ghost pump. I can invert my charts, then it looks extremely bullish. I'm happy that I closed my other long. Look at this candle yet again. Out of the blue, huh? 0.4%. Right at you. No problems, no issues. Good time to be a retarded bear. Listen, you can be you can be blind even and still make money shorting this market. The only thing I know right now, if I press the short button here, I'm probably going to be the only bear that gets liquidated. Honestly, if this long doesn't work, for me, I cannot trade this because there is no point in the current market where I would press a short button now. It makes no sense. I cannot find a short setup here. We're at the absolute bottom of this channel. Of this range we've been in since Friday. We're at the smack that bottom of the Friday range. Why don't we all try to find 2-3 week tendencies? I stay capital, made 500 mil last year, only doing it. Is it really harder than scalping? What do you mean with tendencies? Lol, nice Santa rally. Yeah, the Santa rally is amazing. Santa pump is just that Santa's on the South Pole. Yeah, might be. Presto reverso, yeah. But the thing is, honestly, I cannot short this. If it liquidates, it liquidates. But there is... How am I supposed to short this? It's on the bottom of this order block. It's on this support. It's in this consolidation phase. I can't press short here, guys. Sorry. I get that we're going down, but for me to enter a short here, especially with higher liquidity, which is not a gamble, 0 cents. Completely 0 cents. I couldn't find it. I couldn't do it. So then for me, it's too bad. It's going to liquidate either this 670 margin which is left, or I'm going to be right about the long. But I have no possibility to press shorter. Even on the daily, we're on this order block, with this order block, with just the tab here. Look at all these wicks that have not yet been filled. Most of the downwards wick, this one has been filled, this one has been filled. This is still open. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wicks to the upside. I can, from my TA point of view, and I prefer to be wrong than go against my gut feeling and go against what my eyes are seeing. And yes, I will 100% accept if I'm wrong, but I cannot short this. That's just high time frame trading. Yes, it is 100% high time frame trading. But yeah, I think this order block should hold. We have a small order block here. We have an order block here, and now currently, so I can see where it originates from. We have an order block here, but since it's yeah, no, I say if you look at where the volume is, there's so much volume here at 88.4 or 87.4. Cannot leave it. Yeah, we can leave it untapped, and we can 100% reverse this candle yet again. High time frame is ATF Matthias B. No issue, buddy. Hello, sir. Hello. Ronald Rosario, thank you for the subscription. The wicks are indeed killing it. There is no candle that tries to push upwards with a long with a short wick. Long wick, long wick, long wick. And downwards in comparison have way shorter wicks, even on the 5 minutes, let alone on the 4 hours. Wick, 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 wick. And these are red candles, but this red has no wick. This is indecisive, this is indecisive, but in this indecision candles, this is also still an indecision candle. Indecision candles all turn out to be bearish instead of bullish. Saying is here, they're repressuring the 5 minutes again. Do you think math or any quantitative skills can be useful in scalping? Every skill set that is math or Fibonacci or whatever related can be useful, but I believe there's no 100% fix for trading or scalping or whatsoever, except risk management. And I haven't been the best example here playing with 1K, but that aside, risk management is the only thing that can actively improve trading, because TA only works when TA wants to work. Every strategy, everything works, from triangles to cotton candy to ICT to whatever. You can make it as complex as Fibonacci or harmonics, but in the end, it's about execution and risk management more than actual TA knowledge. Or you must be insane and develop an insane system. 86.1 is also potential liquidation area. Yeah, 100%. 100%, because that's where everyone's stops is going to be. First want to see Bitcoin try and attempt something. Starting to look half decent, probably jinxing it. We will see. Understand, thank you, you're welcome. Best proof of skill issue if you are not profitable. Just go to Scalping and see how all of the corners are profitable and everyone has different strategies. Best proof of skill issue if you're not profitable. It's not a skill issue, it's managing. If you look at what the corners do well and what we handpick and select most traders on is their risk management ability. It's not per se their trading strategy. Bears go to sleep for 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour would be enough. If you look at all the traders, all they do and all they have in common is that the risk-reward ratio is in check. Good example is Blasto, for example. He doesn't have the highest win rate. I think last month he averaged at 40-45% and still managed to make 8 to 10 R. Michael, what am I looking at on my WhatsApp? Yeah, there's a lot of money sitting there indeed. Don't jinx it. Yeah, it will be jinx already. 22 RR, I think. Yeah, 100%. That's more than possible that he actually banked 22 RR. That's what I mean. That is all done by proper risk management and execution. He doesn't suffer from ego problems or anything. He just, yeah. If it hits the stop loss, we move on to the next. And that's where he's amazingly at. And via that, you don't need to have a lot of winners. You don't need to be always right. You just need to make sure to let the winners run. Plus is a different beast. What is your stop loss? My stop loss on this trade is my liquidation. Are we climbing out of this death penalty? What's your liquidation at? 86,125-ish. That's by proximity. 2 green 5 minutes, looking good. Jay-Z, don't jinx it for me. I was deliberately not talking about it. Santa Habibi. 96k incoming. Listen, if 96k hits today, I'm giving away 10k. I'm not even joking. When we reach a liquidation point, it means the buy pressure is going to be weaker and so that the price is going to deep. Inverse when talking about liquidation of shorts, no. When we liquidate shorts, people either hit the end of their margin balance within a trade that will automatically end in execution of the trade. So you run out of margin So either the maintenance margin kicks in or the physical margin is at its end. And that way it will be forcefully offered to the market at the closest bidding. But if the closest bidding isn't that close, you get these gaps and you get escalation candles and liquidation cascades. Does anyone want to explain me how that the market maker actually works in the market mechanism? Past yesterday's profit. Let's go hit the likes. Yeah. Rig the giveaway and let it be me. No. Sorry. Do people know how that the market actually moves and how the market works? It's a legitimate question. TP where? Sorry, I just entered. When I think it will 100% reverse. Yes, waves. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Michael, I know. We had 100 hours of discussions. You set a stop loss and that's the target of the market, right? No, your stop loss is not the target of the market. If you please tell us how explain Santa Rally. Santa Rally has been cancelled this year. Thank you for taking time to answer my question. You're welcome, buddy. No issues at all. A stop loss is seen by the market, but liquidations is seen as well. So it doesn't necessarily matter. If you put it in the order book, it will be there as an order. A liquidation is more interesting for the market anyways. Because liquidation has maintenance margin. Okay, how does a market work? A market theoretically moves on three things. It's the amount of orders. It's the order size. And it's the order, and it's the grid bot. So if I buy something, someone has to sell because the market always has to be a zero-sum game. And that's where the matching engine comes into play. So I press the buy button, it goes to the market maker. That's either A book or B book. A book means that it's an external market making agency like Time Research, Kronos, Dragonfly, Marana Ventures, whomever. 5-minute EMA again. Fuck you, EMA. So it goes to the market maker, it gets sent back. If I press the buy button, there will be a call order done for that amount towards the market maker. And the market maker responds with filling my order either at that price or another price. With a limit order, it has to wait for that price. With a market order, it gets the best fillable quantity at the should be where your trade is no longer valid. Yeah, that's 100% true. If the order gets sent back, it's executed. But for every dollar I sell or long, someone else has to sell or long as well. So that means it has to be opposite and it's a zero-sum game. If I go long, someone has to short. If I short, someone has to long. That basically is how the market works. Then the grid bots, the market makers, they hunt the liquidity, they go for it. This is another straight debt penalty. Guys, I'm so tired of this. .4% rejection. Like it's nothing. I see 5-minute EMAs holding up countries. MM provides the opposite order to everyone, yes. Unless it's B booking. And indeed, it's always better to put a stop loss than liquidation because liquidation has a maintenance margin. And the maintenance margin on average is between 0.4 and 1% times the leverage. So if you use 100x, the maintenance margin here will be, I think, 30-40% of my actual position. Michael said should break now or otherwise yes. If you're tired, imagine us the peasants. Yeah, it's the same for me. If I open 100 Bitcoin position, it's not going to move either. So, yeah. And I'm still down. No, I'm up 1100 for the day, but this account is down. $130 viewers. Nice. Guys, if you haven't done it yet, like and subscribe, please. It will help us into next year's growth. Which is why candles sometimes do weird things. I think every candle does weird things. Forming a little order cluster. I shine to Merry Xmas to you and everyone watching. Anonymous. Okay. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. You said you would never tell about our candle game. Yeah, I know. I like you and Derksen. Remember only on spot or futures too. Market makers are everywhere, man. At every market. It looks like Bitcoin wants to do absolutely nothing for today and just trap us in a tedious range that is slightly lower than the opening range of New York. No, you guys can just chat GPT this, right? Yeah. But if everyone goes to chat GPT, I sit here with 2 viewers. So I don't mind answering the questions. So maybe it would be good if I make some educational content about all of this. I got a chat GPT ban. Okay, you have to explain me how you got a chat GPT ban. So if I would make educational content, what would you guys like to see? And don't say how I trade, please. Can you make a trader from zero to hero? But what is the definition of hero then? I can learn someone how to trade, or we could do a series like that. What would you like to see boxing? Thank you, Michael. Some technical things. That's very. It's for people with low IQ who can't be bothered to learn. Can you mentor me? But what would a mentorship consist of? Because can you mentor me? Yeah, I can spend 50 hours on you, but be rich in 1 hour. Go to buy a lottery ticket and hope to win. How to read secret chart info to make money. I know something, okay? That would be very cool. I want to learn CVD, what it is and does, and how you use it in your setups. Yeah, that's a nice concrete question. That's something I can do something with. I'm a high risk taker. Yeah, if you stop taking high risk and start with actual risk management, that would be good. And I follow you also in Discord from long ago. That's nice. How to trace order box. I want to know how to see the ass bit by a whale, like sometime killer shows. Bid and ask is not that hard. It's either a liquidity chart in a heat map form, where the liquidations lays and where the money lays. And bid and ask is also seen by programs like this, where you can see influx and outflux at every given time frame. So, yeah, that's not that. If BDC dumps tonight, so many will have tears while opening their presents, then lash out on the floor like a kid. I don't know if that's true. Lord Matthew Tax Assessor 1111. Question for everyone here. Is trading with CSI a scam/lie? What do you mean with a CSI? What's your Discord, bro? It's in the links in my YouTube channel. How do you know which order block is more important than others? The importance of an order block is, it's not a given, but easily said. The higher the time frame, the more time the market spend there, the more orders have been able to pile up, the higher the importance. At what point do you close the trade? This trade when I get liquidated. Yeah, Bitcoin, come on. Starting to... No, never mind. CVD shows the balance of market orders, so CVD goes up, more aggression up, and vice versa. Not exactly. It's the influx and outflux of orders. So it's the buying and selling pressure. Anyway, we can get in chat for talking about a mentor, because I'm stuck in a bad loop. The thing is, I cannot teach people how to trade, because I think everyone should develop his own system. If ICT worked for everyone, we would end world poverty and everyone would be a crypto millionaire. If cotton candy worked for everyone, same goes. If Killer's theory or my theory would work for everyone, everyone would be filthy rich now and we were having a Lambo meeting. Few key base principles that are still being skipped almost every time is risk management. In the beginning, don't care about technicals, don't care about order blocks, trend lines, the whole shabam. Learn risk. You can be right 1 out of 3 times. It's very easy, even without doing TA. My current leverage is 98. My apologies for that. If you learn risk and you're right 1 out of 3 times, you're already making money. So you don't have to spend 150 years learning TA, trend lines, clutter up your chart and everything. I'm down 100K. Yeah, you can get mentor on YouTube, listen audiobooks about risk management, psychology, and you will be good. Jesse Livermore has great ones. Yeah, he's one of them. Like, I can mentor people. I can train people how to trade, but if you don't know risk management by yourself yet and haven't started with applying the right risk management, and I'm not the right example these days, but I know when to close, when to get out, and I can take the hit. So for me, the upside of I can hold a trade long enough. That's my current risk management. I can hold a trade long enough to make 3 to 5K on a single trade if it goes my way. So I can stand to lose 1K. If I lose 1K now, I can put another K and I can hold it until 2, 3, 4, 5K profit. I was lucky with the 1K to 100K challenge that my first trade was a 5K profit, because I might have blown it 1, 2, or 3 times. And if it happens, it's still worth it, because once I'm off the get-go, I scale down my risk. Thank you. Happy holidays. You as well. Thank you very much for being here. So if you guys don't learn risk management and don't learn portfolio management and still have the mindset at a 10K point, you need to make 10K a week, you guys are doomed. No one's going to make it. It's very simple. If you want to make 10K a week, put in $1 million. If you want to make 100K a week, put in 10 million. Anything else than that, it's not going to happen. If you put in 1K, be happy if you make $50 a week. And if that makes it not worth it for you anymore, then don't. Okay, so in CVD, it's only market orders that count. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Because you need an edge on the market to make repeatable and profitable. No, you don't need an edge on the market to make repeatable money now. If your risk is on point, you will already be able to break even with just risk. Maybe even make a profit. I'm going to revive the coin flip challenge. So I'm going to make videos where I flip a coin each day and trade just by proper risk management and prove you that you can make money. Everyone that says differently, here in chat, and now I'm going to be slightly rude. Who is a profitable trader? And Loco JJ, you are now correcting me and saying you need an edge, but you lost 100K. How show us? I just flip a coin and I have the right risk management and I take the trade that the coin shows. It's either long or short. Easy. It's just 100% risk management based. No, I don't correct you. I ask you. The thing is, if your risk management is not up to par and you guys are not applying the right risk management, you will never be profitable. Honestly, you guys can... Everyone can have the best TA. I have a friend who has a 95% win rate. Hands down, 95% plus win rate. He's losing money. Why? Because he eats like a bird and he shits like an elephant. And the same goes here. I'm betting everyone. If not, send me screenshots and be fair and be honest about it. That your biggest loss is bigger than your biggest win. Type 1 in the chat if your loss was bigger than your win. Type 2 if your win was bigger than your loss. Let's see the ratio. If you guys want to get educated, we have to be active and actively participate in this stream. So get the 1s and 2 goings. 1, if your win was smaller than your loss. 2, if your win was bigger than your loss. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1s, 2 2s. Keep it going. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then rotate and round trip 1. My biggest ever L was bigger, but that was when I first started. Doesn't matter. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1. So that's a fundamental problem. Why? Because everyone appears to have bigger losses than winnings. How? How would it be possible to have bigger losses than winnings if you have proper risk management? Shanto, where is a liquidation price on your main challenge? 82k. Where you only use market and not limit order, much less fees. Game Boom, Numb, I'm used to trade on high VIP level accounts. Because high VIP level accounts, it doesn't matter that much anymore. Normally I pay a lot less. So the flip coin strategy with risk management point is working is what everyone need to listen before starting a trading journey. Yeah, exactly. So let's get back to the topic we were. I saw 10 times more 1s than I saw 2s, and the 2s are debatable. So I'm curious to see how they really... Stasi, thank you for your subscription, by the way. So this proves my point that most people are actually not making money in trading. Why? Because the most essential part of trading is making money. And if your losses are bigger than your wins, you don't need just a higher win rate. You also need multiple wins to compensate one loss. Because the thing is, mathematically, it's also a bit of a pickle. There's a fund in the Netherlands, and I'm not going to name names. They started with 40 million. They doubled their money, so they made 100% profit last year, which was already completely crazy to everyone. But they made 100%, so that was 40 million profit. Now for this year, they used to be at minus 20%. So the 80 million minus 20% is 16 million, so at 64-ish. Then they had a month with minus 70. 20% and 70% is only 90%, even though they made 100% the year before. Now they're sitting at a 20 million portfolio. That means with 1 minus 20 or minus 30 and 1 minus 70, you can already be heavily underwater. You can be at 50% of your original starting capital. That is, if you don't hit the ground running and you don't start properly, and then I don't mean you need to hit a 200, 300, 400% trade. Definitely not. But if you take a big drawdown from the beginning onwards, statistically, you're in a really bad situation. I am trying to use less swear words, but you would be Yeah. We can all fill in the blanks. So what happens is, if you have, for example, an 80% drawdown, you need to times 5 to get back to break even. If you have a 10% drawdown, you need to do times 1.1 minimum, or 1.2 actually to be break even. So mathematically, the challenge becomes an even more uphill battle. Santa, what strategy to use trade with 100? Listen, I'm not trading with 100 anymore. But strategies don't vary per port. If you trade with $1 or with $1 million, it should be the same. The only thing is, if I start trading with $100, I will mentally not be able to cope with it. It's also not worth the time. Michael, can you send me that link? Then we'll just do it on stream. I'm going to show with a win-loss calculator what will happen. And the teaching math, yes. And now I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach even more. Because it's all about ratios. It's all about the risk. Okay, do you have a link for it? Okay, nice. Does this work? Due diligence calculator. Okay, start equity is 100, win probability. Let's say that we win on a total of 40% and it's 3-1. And a number of trades should take 2 trades a day on average. Is on 250 days, so that's 500 trades. Risk per trade is 2%. Start simulation. So biggest drawdown, max equity, return of max drawdown. Look at how a port scales if you can actually stick to it. So with $100, 40% win probability and 3-1 win-loss ratio and 500 trades, you would make insane money already. Even if you go down to 30%. Look, we're going from $100 at trade 500 to an average of $500+. So read this, the equity curve simulator can help improve one's trading style in order. How does it work? The simulator calculates and visualizes possible scenarios of how the performance of an investment strategy could develop. So these are all different types of simulation. But on average, you would already be at $500. So that's a 5x in 500 trades. What is the website? I don't see it. But how I know I have 40%. Listen, if you have a 1 to 3 RR and you are able to scale it to the market, you will have these win rates. If you're below 30% win rate, either you're planning your trades completely wrong or something else is off. If you have 1,000, I cannot trade with 10. It's never said you have to trade with 10. It's about the fact that you have to keep your risk in check. If you have 1,000 or 1,000,000, it's the same. And I never said you need to trade with 1%. You need to control your losses towards your risk appetite. And your risk appetite has to be the same. Bro, trying to tell blogs to pump that shit. Yeah, I think he's out drinking. Sorry, that wasn't good math at all. Most important thing is to not get liquidated. Yeah, that is true. So at 1K, what's the max losses per trade? I don't know. It's up to you, man. As long as it's 1 to 3 RR and you can at least run 20 to 30 times. You can max loss should be 2%. What is it based on? As long as your winnings are bigger. I mean, I'm not saying go 20% because you will have mental issues with it. But you can easily go 3 to 5. If I take 5% portfolio on 1,000, that's a $50. But if I win, it's 150. That's fine. Listen, and this is exactly the problem why most people lose money. They need to be absolutely spoon-fed to the bone. I even had people when I was doing a 100 to 1K challenge that there were people getting liquidated while I was up 400-500 in a single trade. Spoon feeding doesn't work, people. We need to think for ourselves as well, huh? There's no one that can give you a copy paste guide. You need to put in money, you need to put in time, you need to put in effort. Max loss shouldn't be more than you can comfortably afford, and I would honestly myself like to have at least 20-30 good trades before I'm in trouble. So if I have to advise my risk, I would not exceed 3% per trade in the beginning. And yes, it will be slow, but it's the only way to build. If you can only lose 1K maximum, and that's all the money you're willing to put into, you shouldn't complain if your max winning is only $90. And if it's then not worth your time, you're in the wrong business and should invest your time somewhere else. You guys get what I'm saying? People say I have 1,000, but only winning 50 or $100 potentially per day is not worth it. Then don't put 1,000. And if you can't put more than 1,000, then you're in the wrong field. But the expectations need to be dialed back because people see insane returns, insane money. But it's not the mean, you know? Indeed, human greed completely screws people within trading. Absolutely hammers it. And it's semi-logical, but it's, if you think about it, how many things and how many millionaires / billionaires are making actually those returns already? How many? Otherwise, no property would be bought as a rental. Banks would go absolutely bankrupt on mortgages, etc. So it's compounding. Yes, it is compounding. You need to start, you need to have your risk in place, you need to do it properly, and from there on you build. Listen, as on from next week, I'm going to start the coin flip challenge. I'm even willing to do it with a 10K account. So 10K, and I'm going to risk 3% per trade. So only 3 to 1 RR trades. So a loss will be minus 300, a win will be plus 900. And then we're going to do small trades. So 0.3 to 0.6% stop loss and 0.9 to 1.8% take profit. I'm going to show you what proper risk management does. Later, buddy. Xmas stress shopping. Oh, good luck. Enjoy, my friend. New Year challenge. I'm in. Listen, guys, this is going to be a social experiment. It's not something to blindly follow because, as I said, I will flip a €2 €2 coin and take the trade my coin says. It's only to prove risk management, the working of risk management, and that you still, I think, a high probability can make money. And the fact that people are already typing in chat, oh, it's a New Year's challenge, I'm going to follow. Come on, guys. Come on. You got out in profit? No, I'm still sitting. But last time I did a coin flip challenge, yeah, it went well. I could even do 2% risk and do it with 20K. So it's $400 to $1,100 per trade. And very, very simple and clear rules. What's the end goal for the new challenge? To prove the importance of risk management. To prove that without technical skills, you can make money. To prove that the most important thing is trading, is getting your shit together in terms of risk. That's all I want to prove. It doesn't even per se have the goal of making money, but also proving that if you're not profitable and you're not having the right setups and you're on the wrong side of things, because making profit will be absolutely luck-based only, but prove that still then You're able to manage your portfolio. You're able to manage your money. And I'm willing to put 10 or 20K in skin in the game for this. So we're able to meet the 100K in previous sessions. What are we talking about? The market isn't moving, so I'm not streaming that challenge. So I upped the leverage on a 1K account and see if we could scrape some movement. But as of now, with this trade, I managed to catch the bottom, but it's stagnant from there. But I want to know in the challenge you prove the profitability or the management. You prove both. Last time I stopped after making 25% in a month, and it wasn't getting any traction in the Discord. So maybe it's different for YouTube. I will talk to my content team and see how we set it up. Can be a short video each day, just flipping the coin, entering the trade, proper risk management, and see where it goes. I think that makes a lot of sense to do, especially because it's the core fundamental of everything that has to do with trading is within the risk management. Are we actually going to break out here? Huh? 2 hours and 5 minutes in the live stream, and we might see a new high for... Never mind, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 hours and 5 minutes in, we might see another rejection. I rectified myself. So to get back to trading, it's risk only, man. If you can't control your risk, there's no point of doing it. Give BTC some proper diapers, yeah. I know, right? It's even boring to look at. It's quite a challenge to make this entertaining, to be honest. Due to its heavily limited movement. We've been stuck in a 1.5% range. Look, it's 100x and the trade is up 55%. That should say enough, right? I've been calmly sitting here with a 100x trade. That's telling more than enough about the current market and the sentiment. It amazes me how the new 5 minute is mostly unable to do absolutely anything in the same direction. Especially after green or white volume in my chart. You know, you talk to people who are fine watching candles for hours. Your stream is entertaining for sure. Thank you very much, man. I hope it is. 50% from the pico bottom is nuts. Why is it? It's 50% on a 98 leverage. So it's 0.5% actual movement. Are you still right bikes on tournaments? Bikes, yes. Tournaments, less. Due to lack of time and focusing on content creation, etc. What's Twitter saying? So on the chart looks like a rock. Yeah, true. I don't know what to think of this. What Fed report? Am I not seeing something? I don't know. Bitminer just bought into this range. This shows interest happening. Okay. Reversal is coming soon. Impose. Yeah, I'm reading Twitter and all I missed is a complete retrace of the previous 5 minutes. Breaking, S&P hits a new all-time high. I'm going completely crazy still from auto braking. What is this? Bitcoin capitulation is high as ever been. The pumps will be violent. Listen, crypto has not been the same since 1010. Me pulling up the Christmas dinner. This one is pretty funny. Gold is absolutely soaring. If we could flip this 5 minute, that would be nice, but I doubt it. Yes, it's sad. Under normal circumstances, should be 300% at least by now. Maybe New York lunch beers. Yeah, it either should be liquidated or more than 50%. Think the streams are great. Everybody would be staring at these anyways. Might as well use some live discussion going. Yeah. Leave some live commenting on it, right? Oh, we dropped below 100 viewers again. But, yeah. Honestly, I can't make it more entertaining because there isn't more movement. Even on altcoins, there's not that much movement because everything is heavily correlated to Bitcoin at the moment. As I love it, Black Sign, I am sat here looking at PaxG. And right now at least I can chat some shit. Yeah, that's nice. 100 is a resistance. Yeah, I think we had 150 and 100 being heavy resistance. It happens. There's not much more we can do. Anyone doing something special for Christmas? Well, it's Christmas. Viewer count today can't be compared to normal days. Yeah, it's not yet Christmas, right? Tomorrow officially is Christmas. I won't be on for tomorrow and... What day is it actually? I'll probably be on Monday again, depending on if Bitcoin decides to move. Or that silver made the shares even more impressive than gold. Yes, 100%. What you doing for Christmas? I'm gonna try to explode by food. That's a decent 5-second candle yet again. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing to really comment on that. Another decent reaction from Daddy Bitcoin. So I just connected the stream. What about challenge position? It's challenge position is closed at break even yesterday evening, and I'm not doing anything now. So that account is just sitting there. I just scalped 1200 or 1400 profit long on BDCC, as you can see on the screen. Should move up a bit more. Yeah, it can't move up more, but yeah. You can see it on the top screen. And this one is just sitting here in the European... this is moedeloos. Yeah, it makes you moedeloos. It makes you very tired and... Shanta, please visit Pakistan. I don't know about that. So I just connected hourly candle OLHC. You have to help me there, buddy. We're still sitting at 280 profit with a total port back to 700 after being down to 400. Not bad. I love it, Afrikaans word amperbroekie. What does that mean? Hello, Freeze Benji. Nico Couchet, thank you for your subscription, my friend. Oh, pumping. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the toilet. Hopefully, Bitcoin pumps in the meantime. Um, when I come back, depending on the movement, I'll stream for another half hour with a maximum of an hour. So string slash amperboege. Oh, that way. Since I'm spending Xmas alone, I'm just gonna eat good food, have some beers, and watch some nice movies or some series. Probably gonna watch Witcher on Netflix. I haven't seen it. Let me know how it was, and I hope you enjoy Christmas by yourself. Give me 1 minute, guys. So I go to the toilet, and yeah, goedemiddag indeed. And all I missed was Bitcoin reversing this. Decent activity in Discord also. Yeah, Discord is good. I love the Discord. Back to 100 viewers. Hell yeah. Press that like button. Press the subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. I'm doing this daily, normally, hopefully with more volatility and more volume. Giving daily tips, tricks, advice, conversations, and hopefully profitable trades. If I cannot get back to 1K, it will be my first day where I'm not making a profit in, I think, 9 or 10 days. As out to break even? No. I won't. Can we meet one day? We could, I think. If you promise to not murder me. Or rob me or any of that sort. Guys, do we have any questions? Do we have anything to talk about? Because it's absolutely boring. Can't say anything else about it. Chantal, I met you in the Maxi event. Oh yeah, that's very possible in Berlin. You got snow there during these times? No, we don't. Normally in the Netherlands it doesn't snow around the Christmas period. If it snows, it's either before or after. A white Christmas has been a very, very rare sighting, at least in the Netherlands. Did you participate as well, or you were just there? Chantal, bro, your biggest loss? Big, very big, couple 100K. But my win has been bigger than my biggest win has been bigger than my biggest loss, and I think that profitability starts with finally figuring out that your winnings have to be bigger than your losses. And as soon as the risk is in check and in place, that's when you can actually start building as a trader and being a trader. Before that, it's just, nah, no chance. Honestly, no chance. People can think otherwise and think that you need to have the best trading setup and a lot of skin in the game and a lot of market experience, etc., etc. But I can promise you guys that I can get you guys profitable and make you profitable only with proper risk management, or at least very close to profitable, or less losing money already. Can I make $50 to 150? I don't know if you can. You could. I don't know what you want to do, but you could. But it's not up to me. And these comments dictate what is wrong with the market. Very obviously. Can I make this? Can I make that? Can I do this with you? Can I do that with you? I'm not here to hand you guys free money. I'm not here to make you guys money. You can watch me trade and try to incorporate and blend in some of your own stuff. Blend it in with your own stuff if you like it. But I'm not here to hold your hand or spoon feed you. What if tonight 96K? If tonight we hit 96K, I'm giving away $10,000. Normally it's snowing here in Iceland around Christmas, but this year the weather is like current BDCPA, absolutely disgusting. It's raining and blowing as hell. Oh, really? That's weird. How is Iceland during this period? Is it nice? You're right. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Like copy trading. No, there's no copy trading. I'm never going to do copy trading. There is no copy trading. And I won't do it. One, it doesn't work for the exchanges. Secondly, place yourself in my position. I am mine 100K. I had more bigger losses, I think. Place yourself in my position. There are people here. You've seen me trade 10, 20, 30, 50, up to 100 Bitcoin positions and up to 8 to 10 million position sizes. The average position size that we're going to get from people here live streaming, they want to make 50 into 150. So I put 100K and you put $50. You can fill in the blanks yourself how that is going to go in an algorithm, right? So I'm opening 10 Bitcoin and you're opening 500 dollar position. Like, it will never work. It's doomed to fail. I will by far have the biggest board, the biggest skin, the biggest risk, and then everyone is just loading off of me. Listen, people even have a hard time liking the stream, following and doing stuff like that unless there's a giveaway. And then I should go out of my way, extra, etc., etc., just to help other people who cannot either learn the skill, don't want to invest the time, or whatever. Listen, it's copy trading is never gonna happen. One, because it doesn't work, and two, because I just refuse to do it. I'm here to help the people who actively want to improve themselves, who actively want to be there, want to have questions and interactions. Everyone who's just saying, oh, make me this or that. I had the guy that won the giveaway. I said to him, you want to have the one-on-one coaching or you want to do $500? No, I want 700 or 900 he needed. Please give me. I'm like, why should I? You can choose. Yeah, can we do in the one-on-one coaching? Can you help my 500 to 900 so I can buy a funded account? I just redrew the winner. What would be the gain for me? I'm sitting here giving away my time for free, trying to educate, trying to help. If I trade by myself, I make less mistakes and I think just as happy, but I love doing it with you guys. I honestly love doing it with you guys because I have the interaction. Hopefully we can grow followers count, the Discord can grow, it can benefit my company, etc. So there indeed is gain for me. I'm getting commented on. Okay, I'm gonna stop this topic because according to my dad, I'm not sounding nice and I have to go to dinner pretty soon. They can just be happy with what they get. No, it's not about being happy with what they get. It's about I want to build a community and a group with people who are like minded. And like minded comes from skin in the game. So if you have skin in the game, that's how you actually build. And that's how it can add something. Which broker or prop you use? I'm trading on Albank. It's a centralized crypto exchange. Funded account, good. Which one? What should go? What do you do? Um, I don't know. I can't straight answer that. I don't like prop firms because they don't actually put the money in there. So you close full challenge position, please. If not too much trouble, write about this in Discord. I'm following your trades. If you're still in, send me a DM and we check where the position is at and what we can do. But yes, I'm fully out yesterday evening on the pump. What funded account do you use? Okay, try again writing that without capitals and I might answer you. Thank you. Come on, BTC, stop lagging. You're discussing piece of stablecoin. Yes, it's smack that around this. He went from winner to loser. Yeah, he might have. This position, when you close this stream, you close the position or review on the Discord. Same goes for you. Typing in caps is, I'm just gonna ignore it. Gotta use an exchange with less fees, man. I got same position size with one fee. Yeah, normally MaxC has lower fees, so I have to ask my account manager what is actually going on with this fee structure. Listen, I'm just sitting here watching paint dry and waiting for Bitcoin to liquidate yet again. Cat should get timed out. Last warning. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, I have to ask why my account has more fees, to be honest. Is MaxC safe? Yes. People say MaxC is safe and funds and issues. Listen, no exchange is 100% safe. What I know is MaxC has been around a long time, long before most of us were in this market. They have good liquidity, they have their own system, they're not using any shady VIP9 Binance structures or whatever. And the backer also partially owns BitGet and Bytunix. MaxC is more than safe. Don't worry. But again, not your keys is not your crypto. If you want to be 100% safe, always have a ledger next to it and make sure that the actual things that value and is not used for trading or spot holdings are on a ledger. Why is the recording only showing 42 minutes 37? Are you gonna tell me that it hasn't been recording? Let's see what happens if I stop this recording. How long is this now? That would not be nice. I suggest a timing issue. Oh, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Okay, so it did record like it should. Bitcoin's trying to climb out of the little reform button it made again. What funded account do you use? Sorry, didn't notice my cap log is on. Don't worry. I'm not using any funded accounts. So all the money you see and all the accounts you see are my accounts and my actual money. So it's my own money. It's not funded. It's not done by anything. And I trade on sexes only centralized exchanges. Why don't I use funded accounts? One, you never know if you get a payout. Secondly, every prop firm doesn't put 100K into an account if they say you get 100K. All they do is they give you the money to open the trade. And if you win, you might get paid, but they do it because they do it from all the account fees that they manage to get from other people. It's not that you're actually getting 100K to trade with, because that would be ludicrous. That's not how it works. Just work harder and save up than trade. No, you could use funded accounts, but it's just not for me. Why would I take the risk of not getting paid or doing prop firm or doing challenges when I can trade my own money? It's not per se a scam, but yeah, it might be a scam. Who am I kidding? It's a prop firm is the same as Bitcoin. Currently shit. Let's post a link for a lot size indicator when they're following you. They will know proper size for their trades. For me, that is already too much hand holding. I'm sitting here and I trade for myself with you guys. If I post, I also have to think from a legally perspective. Now I'm saying, listen, guys, do your own research. It's non-financial advice. The more tools I'm handing out, the bigger risk I'm exposing myself to as well. Yeah, it's not financial advice, but I gave you a calculator and I gave you everything else that was needed in order to follow me. It's a thin line between, one, I think people should do their own research. Secondly, it's also a legal thing. Honestly, if you can't calculate your own risk and can't do your own position sizing, you might not be ready yet to follow. So the do your own research part strongly comes to mind and should be a basis first, if that makes sense. Have you received any YouTube strikes because of things like that? No, but still, we're running a legal company. Prop firms are Delulu money. They say own 50k port, but max drawdown is 3k, so you only benefit if you time exact top bottoms. Why is it Delulu? 3% is still quite some drawdown. It's more than 5% drawdown. It's not that bad. I think people who need more than 5% is also partially Delulu. Awesome, bro. But for someone with money, it makes no sense to split a profit. No, it definitely doesn't make sense. Also, it's not your keys, it's not your money. It's 10% drawdown, and if you risk 1% and you are profitable, you should make money. Yeah, you can make money on it. I just never had the need to either use them or wanting to use them. Stop making big money before you worry about that. You can't think you're gonna do good before you even tried. Thing is, people successful. My win rate when I was scalping, my win rate used to be above 90%. My profitability was. It definitely was profitable, but less profitable as now. And now my win rate is lower. I think my average win rate is 80 to 80-ish, 75, 80%. Still a good win rate, don't get me wrong. But it's less than in my scalping days. And I still make more money. I can have a 30% win rate and still be highly profitable. Especially if you're looking for entries. If I would trade 100x only, same as now, I have to go into a trade 3 times. And I'm not saying this one will play out, but if this one actually plays out and breaks upwards, I'm still able to make money while the port was more than 50% down because I already DCA'd quite a lot of money into it. So it's win rate, etc. doesn't actually say something. Lol, it's not 3k if you open up 50k position. 3k is 3k. It's undeniable. Is there a Discord? Yes, it's in the bio. Vila, thank you for your subscription, by the way. Also, Black, thank you for your subscription. D at FFY, thank you for your subscription as well. Welcome, guys. Did I miss something? How long have you been trading? You were trading Forex during the Swiss Unpeg 120 or Japanese tsunami. I was definitely trading at the carry trade of the Japanese yen. I've been in this market for over 7 years now, and I think the last 3 to 4 actively and actually full time. Oh, not a rejection on the insanely low time frame. Use your own capital, you have better freedom. Yeah, you have better freedom. Listen, if you guys want to learn trading, there's no such thing as beginning big. Because if you begin big, you will lose big as well. Let me explain. Oh, hello. Okay, this could be a very decent push. This has so much volume. I close 50% here. As you should. That's a very interesting candle. Hello! Imagine if I held my long on the other account. Oh well. Straight into the 88.5 resistance zone. Top of the liquidity. Oh, you can see the liquidations run up now. Ooh. Remind me what I was talking about before. I'm back above 1K. Influx of volume. Here we go. Finally, we can scalp. Okay, the question is, do I up my risk and DCA back in the conviction that we will go higher? Pico bottom of this range, not bearish volume yet, so we can add some risk here. Are we gonna retrace this whole pump? No. I'm saying no. So that means I can safely, between brackets in my head, add this margin. Under the conviction that this is just the initial move of the full breakout. But we're gonna need to see green volume and not a big rejection here. Otherwise we have to reevaluate the plan and potentially get out in total. CVD probably jumped, yes. The fact that it's not immediately retracing, knock on wood, is positive. Hey brother, yesterday I tried to short a 20 and made extension for 1 hour on Pippin, topped out RSI, money flow exiting as on top of the candle wicks in the range RSI bounce of smooth and I exited. I don't know if I should say good job or what. I don't know how to read your message, to be honest. Arrogated trade is... It kicked itself in the head. It is indeed trending down again, but that's not bad. It can have a 30 to 50% retrace of the pump up. Saying how 15 seconds it all took, sometimes I forgot how quick things can change. Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing with crypto and with any market. What I said before, it's not about how long you're right or wrong, because you can be right for a very short period of time, like I was. Oh, the sound is on again. Sorry, my apologies. So I wasn't right for that much or that long amount of time. I see Maxi has some issues as well. Hopefully this doesn't completely mess up my screen. No, it's good. It's good. Now I see some buys coming back in. Maybe it's gonna be a very exciting end of the stream. Haha, that would be great. So I decided to DCA back in the margin because it didn't look like a V shape direct recovery. And also this is an indecisive second candle, which is something that is pretty common after an initial push. So nothing to worry yet. If this violently starts retracing, I will exit my position and remain in a small loss for the day. As of now, I see no reason to it. Which is scheduled to go live every time. Mostly, I start 30 minutes prior to New York Open, Monday to Friday. Um, of course, with the exception of New Year's, my birthday, maybe I'm doing a birthday stream January 2nd, and with the exception of Christmas and other holidays or when I can't make it, yada yada yada. 5 minute is closing and it's not looking that bad, to be honest. Smack that in the top of that volume profile. I don't get why it stopped here. I expected it to go higher. Drunk stream when I don't drink often, so that's gonna be hard. Make a drunk stream with Nick. It's easy to arrange with Nick, I think. Yeah. Good question on drunk stream. Guys, why does everyone get me drunk and see me trade or stream when I'm drunk? I don't know if that's the. I don't know if that's how I want to look on stream and also the look I want to give towards the audience, the investors, and potential people joining us. Rejecting of a 4-hour order block. Not really. Honestly. It's not really a 4-hour order block. It's a consolidation. But I appreciate the fact that everyone wants to see me drunk. Drunk stream with Killer? No. No. That's a definite no. Lose your boundaries and trade 100x drunk, get rich fast. Yeah, I think. Guys, come on. Why not with Killer? Because getting Killer drunk is one thing. And I love Killer a lot. But he has the ability to repeat himself a lot of times. And then it's. With Nick, I can share mic time. With Killer, that's a bit different. What's the chart you are looking to the right code? It's aggregated trade. Guys, we're at 135 viewers yet again. Please press the like button. Press the follow button. Atu Bale, thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button, guys. Nick is definitely drunk as we speak. Yeah. But I visited Nick actually in Denmark. And I think it was like a day after Christmas 3 years ago. And I spent it with his family. And we went to a club in Copenhagen as well. And he was so absolutely drunk. I had to semi-carry him home. But the fun thing is when Nick gets really drunk, he has no clue what he thought about anymore. So he's he lispos a lot. You cannot tell what the guy is saying. He seems like such a good guy. Nick is amazing. Did you make millions just buying spot outshant or no? I never really was into outs. I made good money with him, especially Solana. But no, most of my money actually comes from futures trading. Any chance you can drop the link to the right that you're looking for at the chat? If you look up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 messages, it's there. Drunk stream from time to time would be massive content like trading after 5 beers or something like that. Imagine the views. I don't know. We could maybe if we hit certain goals we can find a format where we do shots or something like that. Would you ever join another YouTube? I did 3 streams already with Crypto Banter or 2. And in January I'm gonna do a 1-week live stream with Shouden. Got it. I am focused on growing Scalbacks, man. And on myself. Nick is awesome. He streams quite often on the Discord. You guys should join. Yeah, Nick is definitely awesome, man. Tuda, why are you? Oh wait, Tuda. Uh, put you as add as moderator. Stand up mod. Yeah. Tuda, I modded you here as well, since you are a moderator on the Discord as well. Tuda mod ASAP. Yeah, done it. Hey, easy. Yeah, I found you from the Banter Royale streams. Oh, nice. Welcome. Did you like them? I think they were a bit heavily underviewed, especially for a channel with 1.6 million views. They only pulled in like 1.1, 1.2k viewers. I think Banter. The problem is with all of crypto Twitter, they're not getting any traction anymore. And why not? My opinion is professionally, it's because they're not trading. How many traders do you still see with skin in the game and are actively trading like me now? I can sit here, draw out charts, and then have no bearing if it goes wrong or right. I want to have the ups and I want to have the downs. If I'm right, I want to celebrate. If I'm wrong, I want to feel the pain of it as well. Not a huge fan, more so running in the background while I watch the charts. Why are you not a fan of Banter in general, or? Here, brother, yesterday I tried to short a 20-minute for 1-man paper top wicks in the SI of smooth, and I exited. Did you make money on it? I just read this. I just read this comment already, and then I said I didn't really understand what you were saying. So yet again, did you make money on it? Then good job. If not, explain me what went wrong, because I cannot read. I can't comprehend your message. Not a huge. Do you like Dubai or Monaco to live? Dubai. I could temporarily live in Dubai with a purpose. If I need to build something or whatever, and that probably might happen beginning of next year. But Monaco, I have not my experience in Monaco is not big enough to have an opinion about it. I stopped losses early. That sucks. Well, on to the next, right? If you guys manage properly, there's always a next trade. No issue. 143 viewers. So the later the stream goes, I think the viewers are non-linear. CT largely just vague post, then retweet saying I was right. I understand why they do that. Many people don't understand that trading isn't a certainty. Yeah, but I think that people should get more skin in the game because everyone is losing interest. If I see 400 people saying breaking, just in, etc., I lose my interest. I don't know what to believe anymore. It's just confusing me more. It feels like they're engagement farming, all with the same content. I have at least 15 guys I follow that, like clockwork, post the same stuff. No, none of them is revolutionizing. None of them is new. None of them is trading or actively adding value. Since we're having good viewers, I can do 30 minutes more, and then I really have to go. So hopefully we get some more exciting. I feel something tingling, you know? I feel a move coming. My spider senses are. I watch you and one other person, only people I see opening a live trade. Yeah, but it's important. How can I actually feel what the market is doing or what the sentiment is without open trades? So what I said before, I start my day by opening a small long and a small short. And it doesn't matter if it's $10 or $100. For me, it's mostly I do it 1K up, 1K down, and then I just pay the fees, so that costs me $50 a day. But then I see what's actively happening. I get skin in the game, you know? I need to be connected. Without skin in the game, I can't give. I'm never giving financial advice, but I can't do a proper trade setup. How to become a trader like you? Put a lot of time and effort in it, and learn. And start with risk management, yet again. I think I'm gonna try to make a course just solemnly focus on risk management. Happy holidays, bros. Enjoy the stream. Maybe we get together post-holiday for a session. What kind of session? Sorry, brother. How's the tax in your country? Bad. Really, really bad. Ran a candle from 48 cents to 78 cents in 1 minute after I exited the shorts. Then you did a very good choice exiting. Congratulations. Liquidity at 88,353. Yes. With risk management, I would not be able to learn it without feeling the pain first. I feel like it's necessary to get wrecked in order to learn. Um, I, I, I don't know how to comment on this. I don't know if that's the right way. If you want to feel the pain first, I'll send you my USDT address and you can just send it there. Now you don't have to lose it to the market. Oof. Oof. The whole point is not to get wrecked. Yeah, exactly. But that's why I said if someone feels the necessity too, no issue. I'll send Jason Sacre-Cœur, welcome. Crypto Genie, welcome. Atu Bale, I think I already mentioned you. Welcome. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I know what accounts on CT you're talking about, but most ridiculous is the one guy that keeps posting every day that tomorrow starts the biggest bull run in history. Who is it? I think everyone knows the accounts I'm talking about. You don't see people. There are a couple of things. One is either they crop the screen only to the profit, and it's never the full profit screenshot. Also, if they close it. Why? Because they're mostly avoiding demo, especially on Bybit. I sometimes not show my full screen because I don't want to expose my margin, but you can still see my liquidation price and everything. And secondly, you never see them actual full P&L shots. Yeah, it's a bit sus. And if that's how they want to do it, in the end, apparently it works for them. They have 100 times more followers than me, or 50 times more followers, and at least as a content creator and online presence, they have more success. So yeah. I don't know. Everyone should do them. You know, do you generally scalp or take swings as well? I do what the market gives me. And right now the market is not giving me any swings. I appreciate the transparency. You're more than welcome. So in this current market, if you guys look at it, how should you swing this? If the market proposes big moves, big swings, big entries, etc., it's very easy to swing, man. You can just swing and have invalidations and you can have key points, etc. But as of now, I couldn't swing. Why? There is no swing entry. The biggest move is 3-4%. A swing trade requires for me at least 10 to 12. I shall to miss a couple of your streams and watch them later. Thank you very much. Really happy to see the channel growing so fast. Well deserved rise and shine, brother. Thank you. Heartwarming Xmas words. More range means that they are making money from the views. Yeah. Listen, I think I know some people who get 10, 15, 20k per Twitter post. I can promise you that they're making more money off of that and off of their region and everything than they're making trading. I can promise one thing: if I ever reach that point, I will still do the trading, but then probably with even more capital. Because I'm here because I like trading. I'm here because I love trading and I love educating. I'm so scared of scalping, man. I stay out when there's no opportunity, but thank you for your words. That's a good thing. And if you have a system that works for you and you're profitable with, there's nothing against that, right? You should do what works for you. Bitcoin. What are we doing? We're gonna leave it at one nice candle for the day. Yet again. Sent a huge fan here. Your transparency and insights have been game changing. Would love to have a 2 hour session with you. Thank you so much. We could do like either let's run a poll. Can I run a poll here? How do I do this? Give me a second here, guys. Start a poll. One on one session or 2 times 200. Pick your poison, guys. Pick your poison. Whoa, it. In the meantime, while I was talking, it completely retraced. Jesus. So people are choosing $200, potential winning of $200 over a one-on-one session. All right, that that shows the level of greed within the chat. I think that's a pretty nice sum up. It's up to you guys. For me, listen, giving away money is 2 minutes. Taking time to do a 2 hour one-on-one takes actively 2 hours out of my schedule. So for me, it's whatever you guys prefer, right? One-on-one plays crazy. People one-on-one session. There's so much more word. I would agree with that. Pippin the shitcoin. You should be careful with those coins. I think Pippin was on the top liquidations, right? 42 votes. And still 64% is winning. Guys, who value the one-on-one, it's not looking good for you guys. That just... No. It's creeping to 40%. I think the bears are heavily in control on the one-on-one session. Can I have 200 please or 2 Solana? What? Listen, guys. I'm not an ATM, eh? Look at the chart. I respect the first 120 minutes to the T. Might be. Okay, and Paul. Alright, it's gonna be 2 times 200. Saves me a lot of time. 50 votes, 64% didn't go for it. Everybody's greedy. Yeah, but that shows. I love that you're reading messages. Yeah, why not? Why is there so little volume? Is it because of weekend? It's Wednesday, but it might be due to Christmas. And quite a lot. Also, it might be approaching lunchtime New York. It's what you see a lot happening, by the way, after one very high volume node, which we had upwards push and upwards thrust. A lot of times it just dies out. Yeah. Can the winners choose? No. The chat has spoken. I thought your trade was about to round trip to entry. Yeah, it is. That's why I took 230 profit off the table. Greed, liquidation. Yeah, I guess. I like Elvis Brothers. I have no clue who the Elvis Brothers are. Yuvil Aurora, thank you for subscribing to the channel. 142 viewers. Shit. Nice. Guys, we're ramping up. Take the 200 and keep watching streams until the 200 to 200k and the donate back to 20k. That's a Sigma move. Yeah, that would be 100% Sigma. I had some guys who actually made 5 to 10k out of the live stream already. New York close in 1 hour. What? New York closing in 1 hour? I see the chart. I know it's doing it's it's doing to zero, just a matter of when. Yeah, probably. Bro selected me the winner. I'm not gonna select you as a winner, man. So what I'm going to do, there are now 146 people. Let's see if we can get to 150. Then I'm going to do a random number draw between 1 and 150, and everyone can just type a number in the chat. And you can only enter once, guys. Don't cheat me again. You can type a number between 1 and 150, and I start scrolling upwards in the chat, and the first time I see that number, if I see it, wins. And we're going to do that 2 times. It's scam wick 33%. Bro, if you're trying to trade something that scam tricks 33%, keep it away from me. I'm not yet picking winners with 146 viewers. We need 4 more viewers. Guys, we need 4 more viewers. Hello? And this is why I don't do copy trading as well. If I would say, for example, listen, you need to do this setting, and this setting, half of you guys would just press random buttons and not even get to the right setting. I swear. Do it with the Discord bot, but I don't know if everyone's in the Discord. And the problem with the Discord bot is I want to do the giveaway for the YouTube and the people that actually show up here. With the Discord bot, not also people who weren't in the YouTube may participate within the giveaway. I don't know why everyone's putting in numbers, man. We're very active now. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I understand reading sometimes is a problem, but if listening becomes critical as well, it's... Damn. 6 more viewers, guys, with 144. If we reach 150 viewers, and I will explicitly tell you when you can start typing numbers, okay? 69,420. Oh God. 40. It just keeps going. If this Discord haven't subscribed, yeah, but the thing is, even if they have subscribed, I don't know if they were here now, you know? So I want to do this with the people who are actively here now. That's the whole thingy about it. Giving you the numbers for Euro Jackpot. I hope so. I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket with every single digit I've seen here. Just not to take any risk. Bash FX, welcome to the channel. Alexander, I'm gonna butcher that last name. My apologies. Welcome and thank you for subscribing. By the way, can you tell you what's your collection of hoodies? Enough. I was worrying about the fact that I probably use mostly the same hoodie every day. Vote Tech Raider, thank you for commenting, gambling yet again on something that I'm trading. But if I'm a gambler, can you explain how I can be such a success? Then I'm like Mickey Mantle, or Mickey Mancy, one of the most successful gamblers. But I'll take it. The robot, how no? How no? Yesterday evening in the Discord we were playing blackjack and we got absolutely scammed. You can ask Nick, it was in a match, it was insane. The dealer had 421s in a row. We got, and that was on something robot similar. You know Orbit? No. Yeah, I know. No, I don't. 141 viewers still. I think we're 400x cross leverage. That was a crazy round, to be honest. Yeah, it was crazy. I went from 2K to 4.5K. Full TP to celebrate Jesus' birthday. There's still a large chunk of liquidity at 86. Yes, there 100% is. Check Shanto. Check what? Orbit, very good. I'm not a gambler, guys. I don't like to gamble. I trade crypto. That is more than enough gambling for my likings. So yeah, that's where I'm at in terms of gambling. 156 people watching. Hell yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna type from here in chat. Under that, everyone can enter one number. One. So I'm going to say it again. You can enter one number. I'm going to roll it with 156 viewers. So go and type one number in chat. If the number gets hit, you win the $200. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Someone just typed 200. Like, come on. Tech Toolbox, come on, please. You have Business School. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining. The number's 131. Have I seen that yet until this point? No. So I have to re-roll it. 75. Bro, this is so hard to do giveaways like this. Have I seen a 75? Yesterday was easier. Oh, I see 74. No 75. Yeah, don't type 75 now, come on. Okay, regenerate. 147. What's with the number? The number is active viewers, and then we're going to give away 200. 147, also not in the chat. Okay, 124. I feel like I'm playing bingo here. Okay, just do it in comments. 133. Let's see 133. That's hilarious. Bro, this doesn't fucking work. 133. 83. Guys, we should be able to get a winner right, like this at one point, right? Jesus. They keep coming as well. 145. Why are you guys so bad at gambling or guessing? Yesterday was so much easier. 70. Anyone 70? Please. For the love of God. 6, 7. So much. Come on. Really, I can't even find 70. I'm missing all of the Bitcoin movement in between because I'm just staring at this. Bro, it's so much scrolling. What the fuck? 67. Okay, Nico XBT is the first 67 I saw. Nico, you won $200. 71. Did anyone type 71? The first one I see. Bro, 1,000,067. Jeez, this is the worst giveaway I ever done in my life. I swear. Bro, I can't see a 71. 90. Anyone? Nope. $42. Anyone? Jesus. Why is this so hard? 53. 88. Bruh. We're gonna do this different. Nico, you legitimately won. I'm gonna give it to you. The rest, I'm gonna pick a random guy in the comment section. So after the live stream ends, leave a comment and I will pick 2 more winners from there. I was 88. Yeah, guys, I have a million comments. I can't even scroll up that far. So, guys. Okay, Mad and Nature, if you can show me proof that you actually typed it, then I will send you 200 and we're gonna do 2 times 200 more in the comments. So after this stream, come on, bro. Hey, easy, eh? I'm don't have any obligation to even give away money. I'm doing this on a voluntarily basis, huh? I can't scroll up anymore. Yeah, me neither. So how am I supposed to see your number then? So you're telling me you're being an honest man and you're being good? Where can I send you? You can send it in the DMs. No problem. Okay, I'm getting sent pictures of food. Guys, we're gonna do comments. So in the comments, I'm gonna pick 2 comments randomly. Mods can check, bro. Where are you? Bro. Bro, you didn't even type it. I checked your chat log. Yo, Mad Dan Nature. You didn't even type a number. Unsubscribe. Why are you spamming unsubscribe? What the man of transparency? What are you on about? So I check your channel activity and you didn't even type it. Channel activity. Congrats, man. I haven't seen. Love you. You're welcome. So, yeah, I can send you a screenshot. I can send you a screenshot that you actually. Did you write ramp? Did you actually write it? Please reply, bro. I have a snapshot. I wrote 88. Bro, it's not in your chat log. It's not in your chat log. I'm looking at your chat log. You wrote 90, 77, and 169. I've actively checked your chat log. Yeah, what are you saying that you wrote, Amit? Did I wrote 88? I have snapshot. Yeah, then okay, so then YouTube is lying. Check mine, brother. I typed 88. Listen, this is the last fucking one I'm gonna check because how many pairs do you trade, bro? Just Bitcoin. Have a snapshot of whatever you needed. Give me money. Yeah, exactly. I have a snapshot. Yeah, I bet. Guys, if you like this live stream, now I'm really gonna end because I'm gonna have dinner. 67 is key, guys. Yeah, apparently it is. Thank you all for being here. We managed to get the account almost back to break even. Yeah, I did get myself in some sort of a mess, but at least everyone went. Everyone had a bit of fun, right? Those brothers are starving. No. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Bitcoin is still pumping. Next time, yeah, indeed, we will do bingo or something. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Next time, please. People are such scammers. Send to check chat log. Ahmed, I can send you. I mean, you didn't send 88. I swear. Listen, how do I do this? Bro. Here's your chat log. You didn't write 88. It's that I can't post any pictures here or in this, but you just didn't write it. Now my cam is also going crazy. Stop tracking me. But yeah, you didn't write 88, man. I'm not joking. So can't change it. Taking a snapshot, bro, please suggest how I can prove. Guys, we're gonna do it from the comments, and it's a learning curve. He gonna hunt you down for the 200. Yeah, he can. I've done every giveaway fair and square. Do the comments. I'll even make it sweeter if in the comment section, in case you find log, let me know, bro. Where should I find the log? I have the full transparent log. You wrote 169, then it messages 69, 69, 69, 69. You wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 69. Then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I have a snapshot. I wrote 88. Then, bro, I have a snapshot. I wrote 88. Another 6 times. Please reply below. Once. Bro, I have a snapshot again. And 12 other times spamming. Then you said, I am not lying. You joined 14 years ago and you have 12 subscribers. You wrote 64, 33, 45. Bro, I typed 88. Listen, if one more guy tries to scam me with that he actually typed 88, I'm gonna ban him from here and from the Discord. So let's see who is still convinced that they wrote 88. It's an instant ban here and in the Discord. Permanent. I typed 67. Yeah, I bet. Guys, I'm gonna give away 2 times in the comments. So feel free to comment. Get another chance at this. Good. I know I wrote 67, bro. I swear. 2 upward lengths of wood. Bro, you actually typed 88. He's the first one who actually typed it. 2 upright lengths of wood. DM me on Discord. You're getting 200. And 2 other people in the comments. I will do a giveaway as well. That's it for today, guys. I'm not gonna argue with 14 other people about the fact if they yes or no send it. I found someone who actually did it and who wasn't lying to me. That's more than enough. Be happy that I keep giving away consecutive money every stream. Jesus. Thank you. Guys, have a great Christmas. Enjoy. Kashit Singh, thank you for the subscription. JJ, guys. Catch you all. Stay safe. Stay healthy. What's your TP? 92K. Bye.